Can I make a mini driver from a standard driver? So you might be thinking, oh, maybe I'll grab one of my old drivers out of the shed and stick a 3-wood shaft in it. Is that as effective as one of these shiny new toys on the market? So if I hit a few balls with my mini driver fresh out my golf bag, I like it because it launches just that little bit lower, and I like it because I hit a lot of fairways with it. Now that's a cold swing, I haven't warmed up at all, but I know I can stand there and kind of get something that's pretty functional. So my confidence with it is pretty high. And I've set this mini driver up in a way where I've got the weight in the front and the toe of the club to encourage the ball to go lower and righter. So I just encourage that ball to just lean out to the right hand side a little bit more, so I can aim down the left, let it fade a little bit, and just know I'm going to hit my target. So I aim just down that left hand side, and sometimes it fades more, sometimes it doesn't. But I just know it's not really going to go left of that. Very functional tool. And I've been playing around with my driver a little bit. I got custom fitted for a 10.5 because I was trying to put a different idea into the driver that was delivering it much more like a mini driver, but I couldn't quite get it to work. So I'm gone back to a 9 degree. I'm going to launch it high, hit a big draw, and just get it as far as I can. But my expectation with that is not really to hit a huge amount of fairways. It's literally just to bomb it as far as I can. So that slightly more lofted 10.5 head, can I grab that, put a 3-wood shaft in it, and get something that functions in a similar way to the mini driver? Now there is a couple of moving parts here. So because I've got a shorter shaft, when I have that shaft longer, this sticks up more. When I have it shorter, this comes down more. So I've got a flatter lie angle because of the length. And when I have more upright, the ball goes left. And when I have flatter, the ball goes more to the right. So as I've gone flatter, I'm more likely to squeeze that ball out to the right hand side, which could be exactly what I'm after. And I'm going to tee this up exactly the same as the mini driver. I've got it on that same really short tee, maybe slightly higher than your average 3-wood, but with a 3-wood shaft in it. So the difference in length on these, with the difference of size in the head, is like 1/4 of an inch. And it makes me feel quite confident stood over the ball. So maybe I feel like this could be a lot harder off the deck, but I'll have a couple of hits with it. A little bit thin. Okay, so just up the left hand side, hasn't got that fade. As we bring this down in length, it could make the head feel a lot lighter. So if you've got a driver that's got something adjustable in there, it could be worth putting a heavier weight in there just to balance out that change in length. So yeah, going down that left hand side, when the swing weight is lighter, this is lighter and it overtakes easier in theory. But I just happen to have a weight kit here already, and you won't have these readily available, but you might be able to get something off eBay or Amazon or something like that to squeeze into whichever driver you've grabbed out of the shed. I've taken a 10 gram out and I'm putting a 16 gram in, so I've added 6 grams. And out of curiosity, what's the swing weight? One sec. So with the standard weights in there, I'm at a swing weight of DC7. And it's gone up to D0, so extra 6 grams, I've gone up 3 swing weights. Off the rack, I'd probably be looking for more like D1, D2, so I could probably do with just a little bit more. But let's see what that extra 6 grams does. Do I hit it as far left? Oh, there we go. That can work quite nicely. That could work very nicely indeed. Now in my head, the only downside is in my head, my expectation when I'm stood there with a driver is to get it really far up there. If I put that 3-wood shaft in and it doesn't go as far, I kind of feel a bit demasculated. At least with the mini driver, it's like, oh yeah, it's not a proper driver, so it won't go as far. It's easier to mentally accept. But I can't argue with how nice that is to get through the ball. And there'd probably be a little bit more versatility in teeing this a bit higher, hitting it like a normal driver, getting up on it and launching it as far as you can, and also being able to tee it low and squeeze one out there a little bit more than I'd feel comfortable doing with a normal length driver. And the reason I'm doing this video is because there's a few people that jumped in the comments, so don't be shy, and said, could I do that? Oh, I've hit the ground a bit early. So if I just prop this up a little bit more, so let's get a little bit of a tee in there. So that's about normal driver tee height. So if I really want to send one, I can get that ball up there. Yeah, it is easier to draw. Definitely want to bring that swing weight up. So for me, 10 grams extra is a good go-to figure with a 3-wood shaft in it. Don't hold me to it though. So I've gone 6 more, and if I take this 4-gram weight out the back and put an 8 in, so again I'm adding more weight. I wanted to keep the weight at the front of the head down this side, but it's not enough. So we had 10 and 4, we've now got 16 and 8. So I've got 10 grams extra, just in case you sat there trying to work out what weights to buy for yours. Look at what you've got, 10 grams more, could work, let's have a look. So teeing it up, normal driver height. Oh, that feels solid. Oh, I'm not against the idea. I'm not against the idea because I can tee it up like that, send it. It's not my normal yardage by any means, but it's kind of like quite fairway bound. Can I get it off a low tee? Get that ball down there. Oh, there is that slight thin one, so play around with tee height a little bit. I might struggle to, ego-wise, hit this and sacrifice so much yardage, but it's worth an experiment. Let's see if I can squeeze out a fade. No, it's not as easy. Although to be fair, if you lose the ball to the right quite a lot, could kind of help. So I go back to the mini driver that's in my bag. I've got a nice functional shot there that's going to hit a lot of fairways. Easier to mentally accept the lack of yardage because it's not a proper driver. 285, nice. I think this is nearly a good idea, but it's just not quite. I think the mini drivers are very good specifically at what they do. Let's try this off the deck. This is the driver with the 3-wood shaft. No, it's not as good lower on the face because the face is deeper. We've got too much space to use. The weight's in a different place. With the mini drivers, the head's smaller, so it's a bit easier to strike it low on the face and still get forward momentum. It's nearly a good idea. Have you tried it? Are you going to try it? Let me know in the comments.